Welcome back to RV News, your go-to channel for all things related to currency revaluation, global economic shifts, and breaking updates on the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and Vietnamese Dong, VND. If you've been following us, then you know how fast developments have been coming in. And today, we bring you what might be the most important and long-awaited update we've had yet. After years of speculation, patient anticipation, and relentless research by this incredible community, we can finally confirm what we've all been hoping for. RV victory is here. The IQD and VND exchange rates have been officially fixed, and a global celebration is set to take place on June 30th, marking what many are calling the dawn of a new financial era. Over the past few weeks, the world has been on edge, watching the unfolding moves in the global banking system. Intel from redemption centers, updates from financial insiders, and unexpected signals from major global institutions have pointed towards something big on the horizon. And now, the veil has been lifted. The central banks of Iraq and Vietnam have officially finalized and locked in their revaluation rates. While the precise exchange figures are not publicly released for all countries yet, sources close to the transition teams have confirmed that the numbers are life-changing for early holders. In many cases, we're hearing rates surpassing previous conservative projections, solidifying what dinar and dong holders have believed for over a decade. This confirmation didn't happen overnight. Over the last 72 hours, a synchronized series of financial alignments took place involving multiple global financial institutions. The IMF, World Bank, and regional alliances like the BRICS economic bloc coordinated efforts to ensure a smooth release and transition. For the IQD, key steps were taken inside the Central Bank of Iraq to stabilize the currency, internally unifying the market and official rates, curbing illicit trading activities, and implementing enhanced digital tracking of large financial transactions. For Vietnam, heavy coordination with regional trade partners allowed them to shore up foreign reserves and prepare for international capital flow that follows a revaluation of this scale. And here's where it gets truly exciting. June 30th isn't just a symbolic date. It is a scheduled global acknowledgement day. This will be a formal celebratory marker recognizing the currency revaluation and its impact on wealth distribution, economic realignment, and financial justice. Major cities across the globe, from Baghdad to Hanoi, Dubai to London, and New York to Zurich, are expected to participate in this celebration. Sources confirm that private and public banking institutions have been advised to prepare for coordinated customer service flows, security arrangements, and celebratory events hosted for VIP exchange clients and early adopters. So, what does this mean for you, the holder of IQD or VND? First and foremost, your patience is about to be rewarded. The RV community, often dismissed by skeptics and mocked by traditional economists, now finds itself standing at the front lines of one of the most profound financial redistributions in modern history. Redemption centers across the United States, Canada, Australia, and parts of Europe have entered what insiders call Tier 4B activation phase. This means individuals who registered under the early tiers, particularly those who have followed protocols, attended webinars, and remained plugged into the Intel community, will begin appointments shortly if they haven't already. Emails, text confirmations, and secure appointment notifications have started going out since this morning. And if you haven't received yours yet, keep checking. Make sure your information is accurate with the platforms or portals you've registered on. Many banks are using secure access codes and encrypted appointment systems to ensure safe and organized redemptions. You'll likely be presented with a contractual offer, a structured payout package with multiple options, including higher contract rates, non-taxable disbursements under certain humanitarian frameworks, and long-term asset protection. The key takeaway here is to stay calm and be prepared. You may only have one shot at this. Make sure your documents are in order, your currency notes verified and clean, your IDs valid, and your portfolio or humanitarian project outlines, if applicable, neatly organized. Many early exchangers are reporting that having clear intentions, solid documentation, and a calm demeanor are being rewarded with faster processing times and premium package options. Redemption Center teams have been trained to handle a variety of clients, but they do take note of preparedness and professionalism. Behind the scenes, the amount of coordination that has gone into this RV launch is unprecedented. In Iraq, the Parliament quietly passed supplementary fiscal directives to support the revaluation. This included adjustments to oil revenue allocations, digital infrastructure investments, and agreements with international contractors to modernize Iraq's financial backbone. Vietnam, on the other hand, implemented bilateral digital currency agreements with partners in Asia and the Middle East, ensuring a seamless transition from undervalued currency exchange frameworks to a stable, recognized international standing. In the U.S., banking institutions like Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank, and even credit unions in some regions have upgraded their systems in anticipation of a large volume of foreign currency redemptions. We've confirmed that multiple Tier 1 banks have training protocols, asset-backed currency desks, and wealth management divisions fully activated and ready for the floodgates. What's interesting is that certain banks are quietly working with new wealth protection firms and trust officers to help exchange clients transition into their new financial realities with dignity and structure. One of the biggest surprises is how mainstream media has slowly started acknowledging currency adjustments in recent financial reports without outright naming the RV. In the past, they've scoffed at the idea of an Iraqi dinar revaluation. But now, business segments are featuring stories on emerging currency alignments, Middle East digital oil settlements, and foreign reserve restructuring, all euphemisms for what we now know is a global RV event in motion. This celebration on June 30th will not just be ceremonial. It will serve as a public unveiling of what insiders have been preparing for years. There are expectations that public rate disclosures will happen within 24 to 48 hours after the celebration. That means if you haven't yet exchanged, you may see rate screens at regular banks updated, allowing the general public to participate in exchanges at international rates. While these rates may differ from private redemption center rates, they are still expected to be many times higher than the previous market value. Now, let's talk briefly about security and timing. Not all banks are handling redemptions the same way. Some will only offer base rates unless you are a verified Tier 4B exchanger. Others are requiring wealth manager consultations before proceeding with large volume exchanges. Stay aware, verify before you go in, and do not hand over your currency to anyone who doesn't provide verified credentials and secure facilities. Remember, this is a life-changing event. Exercise the same due diligence you would when buying a home, signing a business contract, or making a major investment. Across the board, financial planners, attorneys, and legacy strategists are urging IQD and VND holders to start thinking multi-generational. This is not just about buying a new car or upgrading your home. This is about leaving a legacy, building humanitarian initiatives, and investing in sustainable projects that will impact your communities and countries for decades to come. Some early exchangers have even committed to joining forces to start new global foundations, tackle clean water issues, and invest in green energy infrastructures, showcasing the heart-centered spirit of this movement. What makes this RV celebration on June 30th so different from prior rumors is the convergence of global confirmations. We're not hearing this from one or two sources. We have financial confirmations, live rate indications on international platforms, government fiscal policy adjustments, digital transformation updates, and verified banking procedures, all aligning at once. It's a full system reboot, and those who've held strong, done their homework, and stayed the course are finally about to see their moment arrive. As we look forward to the June 30th celebration, remember that this moment is bigger than any one person. It's a collective win, a victory, for all those who kept believing when no one else did. For the retired veteran holding on to a few 25,000 IQD notes since 2004. For the single parent who picked up VND years ago, hoping it would one day secure their children's future. For the groups who pooled their resources, prayed together, and stood in faith. This is your victory. So, keep your devices charged, stay tuned for appointment messages, and follow the steps you've been preparing for. Review your exchange plans, have your asset protection teams on standby, and begin preparing emotionally and spiritually for the life you're about to enter. It's not just about money, it's about freedom, impact, and legacy. From all of US here at RV News, we'll continue bringing you the latest intel, confirmations, and breakdowns as we move through this historical moment. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay connected as we enter the final countdown to June 30th. This is no longer a hope, it's happening. And your time is now. Congratulations, RV family. The wait is over. The celebration is real. Victory is confirmed. Let the revaluation begin.